You know, I don't really know how I got my hair to look this good, but we're rolling with it. It's fine.
Pull my heart out of my chest, train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones, dig me out, then fill the hole.
Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, I realized that I have forgotten to film the bags that I've carried so far in 2024. Whoops. I was supposed to do this for every season, but I forgot. So we are going to talk about the bags that I have carried from January all the way to June. Well, this toward the end of June, and I highly suspect that I'll be carrying the bag I will show you at the end of June. But yeah, let us go ahead and dive in. So when I've needed a big tote, I don't know if you can see it, I've carried my Harvey Korman tote, and I still really like that bag. It was from Redbubble, and I'm really actually impressed by the quality of it. I mean, it wasn't really that expensive. It was like 20 something, 30, I think, but for it being like a cheap little tote bag, it's good quality, and I actually really like it. So when I need like a tote bag, a bigger bag, or a bag that I don't want to have to worry as much about, I carry that one, although it does have Harvey Korman on it, so I do worry about it a little bit because I don't want anything to happen to him. But anyway, so I've carried that. A one-off bag that I've carried just for funsies is I think I've talked about this one on the channel before, but if not, I'll briefly talk about it. It is my Marc Jacobs Hobo Hillier. This is the regular size, and this baby has seen some things. Like, I got this was my high school graduation gift to myself. That was my high school graduation gift to myself. I carried that thing all through my freshman year of college, so I don't reach for it as much now, but it still stays in my closet for that sentimental value. And who knows, I may reach for it in the summer because it is a bright blue bag that will be perfect for summer. But I've carried that as a one-off. I've also carried this bag as a one-off, and this is one that is a favorite in my collection. This is the Kate Spade Romy. I know I have talked about this one on my channel. This is actually the bag that I carried to my interview for the job that I have now, so it's definitely staying in the closet because of that. But I love this handbag because it gives those old-timey vibes of like the 1950s, 1960s bags, but not as small as the women had them back then. So that is a one-off that I have carried. And then I got this bag, was it in March? I think I got this. This is the Coach Swagger 27 in, I don't know the like official name, but it's like a brownish color. And then if you look really close, it has rainbow stitching on it. This is a beautiful bag, and I really do like it, but I am contemplating on selling it only because the main reason I bought this bag is because of the rainbow stitching. And while it is absolutely beautiful when it's close up, from far away you can't really tell that it has that rainbow stitching. And you know, at first I was like, oh, I like that it's so subtle you can barely see it, but I wanted to see it a little bit more than, you know, having to be this close to the bag to be able to see the rainbow stitching on it. And it's brown. I don't want to say I hate the color brown because I do have, you know, Louis Vuitton bags, but that's different. That's a monogram. This is just the color brown, and I don't really like carrying brown purses. I'd rather have a black bag. So I'm contemplating selling this one. I've got it on my Poshmark and on eBay but I may just try to send it to like a secondhand place just to be done with it. But yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful bag, but it's just not really what I was expecting. So, and then of course, when I went to Charlotte for my little birthday trip, I carried my trusty Louis Vuitton Montaigne, and look at the vachetta, how beautifully it is patinaing. Well, it looks like it's just on that one side. Well, I don't want to I want to preserve this bag, but I don't want to baby it to the point that I never carry it, because I really do love this bag, and I don't think I have already, and if I haven't, I'm definitely going to do a review of this one, because there are some things I want to talk about with it. But I just love this bag so much. It is my baby, and this is one that is definitely not going to be leaving my closet unless there's like dire circumstances that happen that I need to sell it. But as of something of my choice, never getting rid of this thing. So I carried this to Charlotte to pick up this baby. So this is the Gucci Ophidia, I think that's how you pronounce it, tote in the small size. And yeah, I have her packed, so yeah, but I absolutely love this bag. I have carried it since I bought it. Pretty much carried this bag religiously since we went. What? I love this thing. It holds quite a ton. How much can I say I love this thing? It does hold quite a ton, and I do have a organizer in there just to help it try to keep its shape, but like I said, I've stuffed it, so. But it is just so pretty, and it's the perfect size tote for you to throw over your shoulder, crossbody if you need to, and also hold it by the handles. But I've just used it as a shoulder bag, honestly, and it suits me just fine to do that. So I will also definitely be doing a review on this one once I carry it a little bit more than I have. Even though I have carried it for a long time, I want to carry it a little bit more to give you a more informed look at it. And then this is just another one-off, but during the month of June, which we are in, of course, my church has been doing Bible school on Sunday mornings during regular service, and I have actually been helping with the registration table, and then I go around and take pictures. So when I don't wear bottoms that have a pocket for me to stick my cell phone in, I have carried this thing, which I have kind of a love-hate relationship with this thing because it's from Lane Bryant, and I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Lane Bryant, but we're not going to get into that. But I remember when this came out, when I worked there, I was wanting, you know, one of these like old-time fanny packs is what we called them, but you know, they're bum bags now, and I usually carry it like this because I'm sorry, I am not going to carry it like a fanny pack. I grew up in the 90s. That was it for me. Although I do have a picture of my grandfather wearing a fanny pack, and he somehow makes it look stylish, but that's beside the point. Not doing a fanny pack. We're doing it this way. But I remember seeing it, I was like, I want to try the trend of a bum bag, because you know, there's the infamous Louis Vuitton one, and there's other ones that have that, and I'm like, I don't want to save up all of this money to spend on this luxury item that I'm ending up going to hate or not reach for. So let me get something that is cheap and let me carry it and see if it is actually a piece that I will reach for. And when this thing came out, it was like, probably with tax and everything, going to be about $40-50. And I was like, no. Especially since, I'm sorry to say, but Lane Bryant's quality of their stuff has gone downhill. And even with my discount, it was just going to be a stupid amount to pay for a fanny pack. So I was like, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait. And it actually went on sale during one of our big, like, blowout sales that we did. And it was $5. So at that point, I was like, yeah, that's a steal. So I bought it. And it does come in handy. I have to say, I know that you can't, or I don't think you can get the original Louis Vuitton bum bag now, but it is something that I might in the future invest in. Maybe not the Louis Vuitton one, but maybe a better one, or, you know, like a higher end bag. Although I honestly don't know if I want to go as high end as Louis Vuitton on one of these, because the only time I really use bum bags is like on the weekends. Anyway, all of that to say is I think I might stay with like a Coach, Kate Spade, or something like that, just because when I do use this, it's only, like I said, like my church event, or if, you know, we're just spending the day like on a day trip or something, is really the only time that I use one of these. Or I even might but go for one of the Uniqlo little crossbody things, because those are actually really cute. But anyway, that is the end of talking about that. So that is all of the bags that I have carried thus far. I do have my eye on some handbags, but I'm trying to be good and not spend a whole lot of money. Plus I want to save up some money to get more tattoos that I want, especially since I'm starting to branch out. I mean, I love my artists to death, but I also want to collect pieces from other artists, especially when they turn out this good. But we'll be talking about that later, so no peeking. So I may have some new handbags later, I may not, just depends. But anyway, that is the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and decide to stick around. I do a myriad of things on this channel, so, you know, if you're not necessarily into handbags, I talk about books, I talk about tattoos, sometimes I talk about history. It just really depends what I'm feeling on filming and what I remember to come up with. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also check me out on Instagram. I'm way more active on my Instagram than I am on here, so if you want to see more of me or just get to know me a little bit better, check that out. And with all of that businessy stuff out of the way, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
All that's left is a window to my soul. Come and get it.